Damn, I went the wrong way. Shit. I went the wrong goddamn way, bruh. Shit. Where the fuck is the... Okay, I think I'm going the right way. Okay, I'm lost. I'm going the wrong way. Going the wrong way. Gotta turn around. For real though, I'm calling it like it is, bruh. And I'm just gonna say this real quick. Marriages and relationships are doomed forever. And I'm gonna say it like this before anybody comes to my channel and tries to sprinkle some hope on me or sprinkle their hope on everybody else. I'm just saying, you know, look at social media. The way social media is designed, bro. It's designed to meet so many people. You could meet like 100 people in one day if you chose to. Okay? So therefore, because of social media, relationships and marriages are doomed. Okay? You know? Relationships and marriages are doomed, bruh. Let's just give it up. Just give it up right already. I mean, I gave up hope for relationships, man. I've given up hope. I have given up everything. I have given up the hope. I have given up on marriage. And I feel more free too, because I'm like, I'm not, you know, looking forward to getting married, or I'm not like getting my hopes up for marriage. Nah, I let that shit go. And you know, relationships are done, so marriages are going to be done big time. The only people who going to be getting married are the elites. The only people who going to be getting married are rich people and the elites, okay? That's it. They're the one going to be having relationships. It's going to be short-term relationships, but, you know, they still going to be in relationships. You feel me? So, you know, I know for you, a few of you guys, you know, you incel guys, gonna come around and thumb down my channel. You know, you're gonna thumb down the video. But I'm just being real, bro. It's like, give it up already. Relationships and marriages would never be the same, you know, after social media. Social media has been a cancer in society, bro. It hasn't really helped society. It has been a cancer. There's tons of people addicted to that shit. I'm addicted to that shit. I've been trying to fucking give it up. I've been calming down on social media. I've been turning my shit off for at least 3 or 4 hours at a time. You know, I mean, being logged off of social media for at least 3 or 4 hours at a time, so I could think. You see what I'm saying? Because you can't think when you got social media in your face all the time. So therefore, my brothers, social media has destroyed marriage and relationships. It's doomed forever, bro. It's not gonna never ever come back. And men has destroyed this fucking goddamn planet, bro. all the greed and all the fucking, you know, the ignorance. It's destroying the planet, bro. You see what I'm saying? They gave women too much power, so therefore your nation is gonna decline. Women got way too much power now. Like I said before, social media was the icing on the cake for these females. Now they already had, you know, high-paying jobs already, but once social media was invented, oh man, that gave females so much power, so much power. You know, and look at the population of the world, okay? Look at the population of the U.S. Shrinking. There's less babies being born because women are becoming way too picky. And then, see, they're in the delusion that they deserve a high-value man, even though they got 2 or 3 kids and they're over 30. You see what I'm saying? So that's really destroying everything. Social media is a cancer. Things will never be the same until social media is destroyed, bro. You know what I'm saying? And the elites, they don't want to get rid of this fucking social media. It's bringing in bread. It's bringing in money, especially right now with the coronavirus. They're never gonna get rid of social media, bro. America is a goddamn slut, a prostitute. Okay? They're not gonna get rid of social media. Social media is here to stay forever, bro. That's why I say marriages and relationships are doomed forever because of that. And you know what? I have a right to be all doom and gloom right now because I have seen the truth. A lot of you guys refuse to read the writing on the wall. You refuse to accept the truth. You refuse to accept the truth, man. The truth is relationships and marriages are never coming back the way they were before. There's going to be a whole lot of flings for the rest of your life, bro. Even if you got rich or successful, you're still going to be having a lot of flings, especially if you're dealing with top tier women. Okay, you're going to be having a whole lot of flings for the rest of your life. But, you know, you'll be doing better than the average man. You know, your fling might last 6 months to a year. And then she'll find somebody else that'll pay out that money for that coochie. See what I'm saying? Average man, the average man is done. He's dead. If you're an average Joe walking around, you're done. Because social media, bro. These females got way too many options. Men have gotten too greedy, man. We're gonna destroy this whole entire world, bro. We all doomed. We are doomed. I know a lot of you guys gonna be like, man, you saying that gloom and doom stuff, but look around you. Just go ahead and look around you, bro. Do you see the pickiness of these females up out here? How picky these fucking females are? You see the delusion these females are up under? Just look around you, bro. The proof is in the pudding. You see what I'm saying? The proof is in the pudding, bro. This world's gonna come to an end, bro, eventually. You know what I'm saying? You know, I haven't been in a relationship in 3 years or 4 years. This is my 4th year. I've been single for 4 years, bro. Why do you think I have given up hope? The girls that I was dealing with was only flings from 2017 to now. It's been all flings. I can't get a relationship. And then when I do meet a chick, she's like deranged, she crazy. I just feel like, man, relationships, it's not coming back. Marriages are not coming back the way they used to be. Now, you can make yourself a high value man, but that still is not going to take away the delusion of these females that's out here, bruh. You know, because of social media, relationships are done, marriages are done. Because of that invention, bruh. If it wasn't for social media, we would still have some hope for marriage and relationships. Because of social media, what was invented, and it's not going away, we are doomed. I'm just saying, stop giving up hope for the future when it comes to marriages and relationships. Stop hoping that this shit is gonna like somehow magically change around. Nah, men got their power, or they got their fucking fangs sunk into power. They're not gonna let it go. They're not gonna get rid of social media. Oh, this shit is bad for society. Let's get rid of it. Nah, it's too much money involved. That's why I say we are doomed. Men's inventions, they're gonna destroy humanity, bro. We won't have no Earth in the next 50 years. We are done. We got Antarctica melting. You know what I'm saying? The fucking, we are done. It's over. Now we got plagues breaking out all over the country. You see what I'm saying? We are done. Coronavirus. We got delusional females everywhere. That's delusional. Hundreds of thousands of females being delusional. I blame social media. I blame everything on social media, blood. I hate to be gloom and doom, bro, but this is what I've been seeing for the last like 4 years. I've been seeing nothing but doom and gloom. I haven't seen anything good. You see what I'm saying? I haven't seen anything worthwhile. I haven't seen anything. I've been seeing a whole lot of flaking from these females. I've been seeing a lot of just having sex this one time and then bouncing on me females. I've been seeing nothing but flings, one night stands that I had in the past. And I sat back today, I said, we are doomed. I'm not gonna sit back and just put my hopes up for no reason, bro. It's just like, why would I get my hopes up for marriages and relationships when you see the condition of the average female today, bro? You see the condition of her, the way she thinks. She thinks she deserves more than just an average man. That's when you say we are done as a nation. So I'm saying, then we got, like I said, we got the coronavirus. We got we're done. We are done. I have given up on humanity. I have given up because I don't see anything I don't see nothing's gonna change. I don't think that they're gonna ever get rid of social media and these dating apps and all that other stuff. The population is gonna keep on shrinking, bruh. And you white people that's on top, you got the power to change all of this, but you don't want to change it. You don't want to get rid of social media. You see that TikTok and all these other, social media accounts are bad for humanity, and you see that as bad, and you refuse to ban it. You refuse to get rid of it. So your nation will decline. This coronavirus is nothing but karma for the wicked, for the greedy men. Okay? This coronavirus is nothing but karma. This means that your greed is fucking getting in the way of humanity. Okay? This coronavirus would never had broken out if it wasn't for greed. Those people who was eating that bat soup over there in Wuhan or whatever that city over there in China, that was all selfishness, bro. Greed, bro. You gonna go around, you're gonna eat bats, and then, you know, go around and spread the coronavirus to everybody else. That's what happened. Dude ate the bat, got sick, and then went to the supermarket and start spreading that shit all around everywhere else. So that's what I'm saying. The greed and the ignorance is what's destroying humanity right now. This virus has gotten out of control. It is worldwide. It has gotten. I heard from a chick that I've been talking to in Thailand. It has gotten bad in Thailand. It has gotten bad in South Africa. It has gotten bad in the Philippines. This shit is worldwide. It's tearing economies apart. And these females are still delusional. Even though all these bad things are happening, they still are delusional. Instead of saying, you know what, I need a man by my side right now in hard times. I don't care if he has a good job, as long as he's working and stuff like that, he's a good man. Nah, these females, even in drastic times, they still delusional. They still think they deserve high value men. Even in the face of danger, they still thinking they deserve the best stuff out there when they're not the best stuff. You see what I'm saying? That's how I looked at it. I said, man, we are done as a nation. I hate to be gloom and doom, but blood, this is going to be a third world country in a minute, okay? Because they're not getting a hold of the virus. You know what I'm saying? They're not getting, control of these females out here. We are done as a nation. Just like as I wrote on another guy's channel, I said that once you give your females too much power, your nation will decline. And I mean that. Your nation will decline. You would no longer exist because of your greed and your ignorance. Okay? Greed, ignorance, and fear is what destroying this nation right now. Greed, ignorance, and fear. Okay? Greed is when you're doing something just to get money, at all costs, even though it's costing you your family or your friends or your nation that's coming down. That's whatever that's going on around you, man. You trying to obtain money and power at all costs. Doesn't matter what's going on around you. It doesn't matter if the family structure of the country is coming down. You don't care. You want money and power. Okay, that's greed. Ignorance is almost the same thing. You're basically ignoring the fact that social media is not good for humanity. It's not good for the female mind. You see what I'm saying? So therefore, your precious nation, what you call home, okay, is gonna crumble. It's gonna decay. It's on a decline. Because of these things, because you're ignorant, okay? So I'm saying, fear. You're afraid of losing money. You're afraid of losing the social media money. So you don't want to give social media up because all of the hundreds of millions or hundreds of billions of dollars that you will lose, and you won't be able to recover that type of money. So we kind of screwed ourselves, because even if look even if America decided to get rid of these social media outlets, these social media platforms, even if they decided to get rid of those things, we will go into darkness. we would go into a super depression because those social media things, they pay a lot of taxes for those social media accounts or those social media outlets and platforms to be up. Okay, that shit would hurt Uncle Sam so bad if they got rid of Tinder, Bumble, all these other social media platforms. That would hurt Uncle Sam big time. So they can't get rid of it. So that's why I say we are doomed for relationships and marriages. We are doomed. And they'll never get rid of they'll never give or take women's rights away. They'll never take women's rights away. That shit is there to stay forever, bruh. This shit is gonna get worse and worse as years go by. It ain't getting no better. That's why I say we are doomed because it's not gonna get any better, bro. You can keep on trying to get married and shit, bro. Right? You could keep on something in my eye. You can keep on trying to get married or keep on trying to get into relationships. Your relationship nowadays only lasts a year probably, and then it's on to the next. As long, I mean, even if you're a child of Tyrone, bro, relationships is not gonna last. You know what I'm saying? The only people that are still together today is the Generation X. Like I see only a few people together nowadays that I have, met in my past, in Capoeira. There's a few people that are still together, and it's very few, okay? Everybody else that I've known have broken up because of social media. Social media should have never been born, dude. That shit should have been banned from the get-go. See what I'm saying? These women out here, they're out of control. They thinking they're men. These men, they acting like men. Especially black women. Black women are the most masculine women that I have ever seen, bro. I still like black women, don't get me wrong. I still love me some black women, I do. But you black women are too masculine. I'm not going to turn down sex from a black woman. I still lust after black women. But, a lot of y'all are super masculine. It's just, I cannot deal with that, man. You see what I'm saying? We are doomed as a nation. We in a starvation crisis in this country. It's not just social media and it's most social media and women. There's a lot of motherfuckers lost their jobs. Hundreds of millions of jobs have fucking been lost because of this pandemic. And the funny thing is, man, society, I'm going to talk about social media and stuff real quick again. But society, they don't even see, they don't even see it as being a problem, social media. They don't see it as a problem. They see it as generating wealth. That's all they see it as. They don't care about what it is doing to society. They don't care about what it's doing to the female's mind. It don't affect them. Like I said, the elites, they bury themselves behind closed doors and don't give a fuck about everybody else. You tell them like, oh, the women are getting out of control. We need to get rid of social media. We'll say, what? They'll be like, what? We don't hear you. Oh, really? Women are getting out of control. Oh, he just talking crazy. Oh, close the door. Pass the Grey Poupon. Give me some wine. You know what I'm saying? They don't care. They don't care that the little people down here or the average man is suffering out here. That's why you see all these MGTOW dudes and shit. You see a lot of incel motherfuckers because of the internet. There's a lot more versions out here. I didn't know that. that, dudes who are fucking 20, 21 years old, they still versions and shit. There's a lot more versions right now than it was when I was coming up. When I was coming up, man, we were fucking. Best believe we were fucking. We was getting down to business. Now that the social media shit popped up, Lord, ain't nobody getting down like that unless you Chad or Tyrone, bro. Or you got hella money or you elite somehow. That's the only people who are having a really good sex life right now. Anybody under Chad and Tyrone and under the elites, you ain't getting down like that, bro, unless you paying for it. So in society, social media is a problem. And they refuse to fix it, and it's going to keep on getting worse and worse, just like the coronavirus did. The coronavirus got worse. They ignored the coronavirus. It was here. The coronavirus was here, bro. They ignored it. Like, they even made fun of the coronavirus. I remember seeing videos of people making fun of the coronavirus. You see, they wasn't taking that shit seriously until it started to affect them. Once it started to affect them, then it's okay. We gotta get rid of this thing. See, but this social media thing, that shit don't affect elites. Elites get money and pussy, and don't give a fuck about everybody else. You see what I'm saying? It don't affect their wallet. It don't affect their pussy flow. You see what I'm saying? It don't affect their dating life. They get women. They get cars, money, jewels, houses. It don't affect them. So they don't see it as a problem as long as it's not affecting them. You catch my drift? This social media thing is only fucking up the average man. It's only affecting the average man. You know what I'm saying? Before, when I was coming up, women didn't really care too much about your height. As long as you wasn't like 5'2" or 5'3", you could be 5'7", 5'8", 5'9", and women didn't really care too much about your height. I mean, back then they kind of did. I'm talking about before social media. They kind of did, but it wasn't as important as it is now. Now you really had to be 6 feet tall to even get into a relationship. See what I'm saying? You really don't have. You can't afford to have many scars nowadays. See what I'm saying? You can't really have any facial deformities or anything, or they'll use it against you because women are so picky because of the options that they have at their fingertips. But it all started with social media. That's when the problem started, bro. I gotta go in this store and get this water real quick. That's why I say, nigga, it is over for society, bud. For marriages. And now sex, we could find sex every now and then. You know what I'm saying? We could find sex every now and then. But for relationships and marriages, that shit is a wrap nowadays, bro. It is over for that. And I'm not gonna I'm not gonna just give up not having hope. I don't have hope for marriages in the future, bud. I don't have hope for relationships. See what I'm saying? I'm just calling like I see it. I see it. Like, even if I become a multi-millionaire, we still gonna be having a hard time keeping females in a relationship, bro. What's up, man? There's too much temptation all around, man. You know? Like, someone start? Huh? No phone outside? Yeah. Yeah. It's over, bro. Marriages, relationships, I don't care if you become successful. You're going to be seeing a whole lot of flings, bro. Because guess what? When you become successful, you're going to get women who got options just like you. Okay? You know, Young Jeezy, when I'm seeing him get married to a 40-plus-year-old woman, I'm like, damn, Young Jeezy, you could have did better, bro. Even though, don't get me wrong, Jeannie Mai, she's a really pretty girl for her age. But when you start seeing celebrities marrying women who are like past their prime, when you start seeing motherfuckers like Kanye marrying females in their 30s and shit, because what's her name? She was 30 years old. I think Kim Kardashian was 30 years old when she got married to Kanye. You know what I'm saying? I have no hope for like marriages and relationships, but I gave up on it. I don't know. I just been thinking about it a lot more, and I see stuff that hasn't changed in my head. Before I used to be hopeful about relationships and marriages. You guys remember I was making videos about me wanting to get married because I was just lonely. I was just like, man. But then I saw how long it's taken to like even get a female nowadays or keep a female. You see what I'm saying? Like I said, I had sexual encounters with females and they all of a sudden disappeared on me. Like basically a hit and run. You know what I'm saying? And I'm finding females who don't give a fuck about your presence. You know what I'm saying? And you have to get up and leave, like that one chick I was hanging out with a while back. Okay, she smoked around me, even though I told her not to. I told her not to smoke around me. I told her to not smoke around me, and she did it anyway, and I walked away. Now, a lot of you guys saying, hey, man, you should have hit that pussy at least. Nah, man. You know what I'm saying? She seemed like she was psychopathish. You know what I'm saying? I was going to wake up with my fucking dick gone or my balls cut off or some shit. I got afraid and I left. See what I'm saying? I'm just not optimistic about the future when it comes to relationships and marriages, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. So I got my water. I gotta get to sleep soon, bro, because I've been staying up too late. And I be coping, blood. I be coping at night, bro. You know what I'm saying? About this fucking coronavirus and about, the future of relationships and marriages. And I be up coping, looking at videos, trying to find a comfort in my situation. Even if I wasn't in my situation right now, I still would be all gloom and doom, bro. I would. You know what I'm saying? All I can do is try to improve my life from here on out, bro. Like, I still got at least 30 years more on this earth, bro. You see what I'm saying? And all I can do is try to, live the best life that I could live and, eventually get up on my feet. First move up out of California and get up on my feet. The coronavirus has made that nearly impossible. I don't want to be traveling when the coronavirus is like at large right now. You see what I'm saying? So relationships and marriages, man, because of social media, okay, it is done. You see what I'm saying? Like any hope for marriage is done. When social media first showed up, they were saying that there were a rise of divorces, you know what I'm saying, coming up. You know, when social media first hit the scene, right? They were saying, well, social media is causing a lot of divorces, you know what I'm saying? A lot of breakups and stuff like that. It was just, you know, nobody really paid attention, you know what I'm saying, until social media blew up. Social media started to blow up around 2012, bro. I know. Social media started to take off around 2012. Then it started getting even more big, you know, around 2014 and 15. It kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger, you know what I'm saying? I have no hope for social media, bro. I just don't. I just don't, man. You can call it what you want to. You can even try to say, you know what, we got hope, man. Somebody's gonna save us. Where? Where? Who's gonna come along and get rid of social media, man? Who's gonna come along and clean this shit up? Because if we can if we got rid of social media, things would be a lot better, bro. I'm telling you. There'll be a lot more people going out to bars and clubs. It'll go back to, it'll go back to, like women wouldn't have like smartphones at they wouldn't have any dating sites to go on to try to do picky bullshit that they do. You know what I'm saying? Um, women wouldn't have any options. You know what I'm saying? They wouldn't have the options that they do now online. See what I'm saying? They wouldn't have all that stuff, and then they'll be forced to go out to the bars and clubs and get what they can get. You see what I'm saying? It would take, you know, the options from women's fingers, and they would have to go out to the bars like they used to just so they can get some dick. But now females can go out to a bar. This is how easy the life of a female is. They can go to a bar, get drunk, then get up on Tinder and call over a Chad or a Tyrone to fuck. This is how easy women's life has gotten throughout the years. Social media has did nothing but help women sexually. Now, when it comes to marriages and relationships, it doesn't help them that way because we are in charge of relationships and marriages. So it don't social media didn't help them that way. You see what I'm saying? It helped them, you know, just for the sex, just to get better looking men. That's about it. Okay? Like some women, let me tell you, they probably have gotten fucked by a Chad or Tyrone a couple of times, and they in their mind, that's all they think they deserve. Because, we do have some nasty ass, like, desperate Chad and Tyrones, you know what I'm saying, that will fuck a overweight chick, bro. I'm telling you. You see what I'm saying? That's why you seeing a lot of overweight women looking at you with disgust. Because Tyrone or Chad has gotten to that ass. So that's why I say Chad and Tyrone is the one that's cleaning up on the dating sites, so you can give up on any dating site that you put your hands on or put your fingertips on or whatever. You can give that shit up because Chad and Tyrone is fucking that. Okay, if you do pull anything off those sites, it'll be a psycho bitch, like I did. I met a bitch on Facebook. She was psycho. I couldn't deal with her. Okay. That's the only thing that's like left out there are the psycho fucking bitches, but the fucking maniac bitches. You see what I'm saying? That's why I say relationships and marriages are doomed forever. There's nothing you can do to make this shit better out here, bro. We can't control this. That's why I say we are doomed because you can't control this. Now, can you control becoming a millionaire or something or a billionaire or whatever? Maybe. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to this dating thing out here, what I mean, you have no control. The elites, they're destroying society from within, bruh. I blame it all on the elites because they have the power to ban all this shit, bruh. Imagine, like I said, imagine if social media didn't exist. A lot of you motherfuckers would be getting your dick sucked. Okay? I'm gonna say it like I'm gonna say it like what's his name? I forgot his name. Anyway. Now I'm gonna say it like O'Shea. That's his name. I'm gonna say it like O'Shea. A lot of you motherfuckers will be getting your dick sucked. You wouldn't have problems in the dating world, bro. You wouldn't. Because look, let me tell you, when I was before social media, bro, I didn't have no problem getting no pussy. It was only until social media showed up. Of course, I gained weight and shit, but it was just the fact that social media had made things a lot more difficult now, bro. I remember 2012, social media took off, and all of a sudden, I couldn't get no pussy that year for some reason. I just couldn't get nothing. I couldn't get nothing, not even a relationship. You know what I'm saying? So relationships and marriages are done. They're doomed, blood. Look how many motherfuckers out here are alone right now. Okay? Look at some of your YouTubers. They are alone, bro, because of social media. And when women will keep on getting pickier and pickier and pickier and pickier, it's not gonna get any better. It's not gonna get any worse and worse. It's not gonna get any worse. This world belongs to the elite, bro. We have no control over this social media. You see what I'm saying? We have no control over it. You know what I'm saying? I remember before social media, I was in relationships. I was dating women. I was getting women. I was fucking. I was doing a lot of fucking. Of course, I was in a capoeira group and shit. You know what I'm saying? I was always training and with my shirt off and always working and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I was always, you know what I'm saying, in the mix. You know what I'm saying? But social media, okay. Once social media showed up, bro, it was like a wrap. It was like a day and night thing, bro. You see what I'm saying? And like I don't expect a Chad or a Tyrone to understand where I'm coming from because I talked to my friend, the Chad, right, the Arabic Chad. I talked to him today, and I was like, "Dude, what's up?" He was like, "Man, I'm killing it on these date nights, man. I'm killing them, killing them. I'm fucking a lot of fine hoes." You know what I'm saying, on this dating site, right? And I was like, oh yeah, that's great. That's great for you, man. You see what I'm saying? But even him, okay, even him, he can't even find a relationship or a good girl and shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? A lot of his shit is like hit him and quit him and shit like that, bro. And when you think about it, blood, it don't matter how many times you bust a nut. It's not gonna make you a richer guy unless you're a pimp or something. When you're dealing with females, you're gonna be always broke, okay? As a poor man, okay? You bust nuts, so what, man? It ain't like you copped $1 million, you know what I'm saying, coming out of that fucking place, like it ain't like you became a smarter or richer guy going in there busting nuts with females and shit, bro. It's just like in the end you end up with nothing, bro. You could brag all you want to about all the women that you're sleeping with, but it's not gonna help you in life, bro. You know what I'm saying? This with these females, that's what they do. They help you bust a nut. That's all they do, bro. It's not nothing special about that. I mean, it is special because I mean, it's different. It's not special. It's different because you got a female in front of you and she's probably riding you, helping you bust a nut. You see what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you're gonna put your pants on, you're gonna put your shirt on, you're gonna put your jacket on, you're gonna walk out of the house, and you gotta go back to that whack ass job, you know what I mean? That you've been working at for the last 5 years, you know what I'm saying? Then you gotta fucking go back to your home and jerk off again because, just having sex with her just one time it wasn't enough. So it's like, dude, it's not nothing special, okay? It's not nothing special up out here. You know, I told him today, I said, dude, I said, be prepared because your looks are not gonna last forever. He was saying, yeah, I'm cleaning up on those fucking dating sites, bro. I was like, good. Go ahead and keep cleaning up, love. But just remember this: good looks don't last forever. Looks fade, bro. Because the thing is, you don't understand my world. You know what I'm saying? I'm 7 years older than him. The guy's 7 years younger. He's 33 years old. He's still, in the physical prime. He's more physical primed up than I am. I'm 7 years older than him. If I could go back to when I was 33, you see what I'm saying? I'll probably be in the same spot. You know what I mean? But I've gotten older. A lot of guys, as we get older, we're gonna have to fucking lead with our wallet. That's the way it is. No, not with physical attraction because those things fade. Those things fade throughout time. So you can't always depend on your looks to attract women because those things fade with time. And before you know it, you're gonna be like, well, I was a Tyrone or I was a Chad, but not no more. I started losing my hair. I started getting rougher skin. You know what I'm saying? Everything started sagging on me. My face started sagging because when you get older, your face sag. Looks, when you're at perfect looks, your face is tight. So I'm saying you don't have no lines, no wrinkles nowhere, no gray hairs. You know what I'm saying? Your face is real tight. You know what I'm saying? And your skin all over your body is tight. When you get older, everything starts to droop. So I'm saying that's why you always fucking work out and keep yourself in good physical condition. But let me go back to touching on relationships and marriages. It's just like those things are a thing of the past. I don't I don't know what evil genius decided that they were going to create this thing called, social media. But dude, you really fucked up society, bruh. Whoever invented the first social media platform fucked up society. And I can easily say, not Mark Zuckerberg, not Mark Zuckerberg, okay? The person who really fucked us all up, and nobody talks about this guy, the guy who invented MySpace. That was the first social media outlet right there, blood. It been downhill ever since then. I'm not the only one saying this shit, bruh. You know what I'm saying? MySpace and Facebook fucked up the world. It fucked up the world, blood. See what I'm saying? Social media has fucked up the world altogether, blood, and it's never going back to where it is. That's why I have given up on marriages, relationships, or long-term relationships, bruh. There's no hope for that, blood. It's just like you just gotta give it up and just try to live the best life that you can live, man, until you die, because this society is crumbling. You know, the coronavirus, that shit was just the icing on the cake. That's all it is. That's all it is, bro. You see what I'm saying? So you just gotta be like, okay, well, for the rest of my life, it's gonna be flings. Even if you get money, it's still gonna be flings, bro. It's gonna be at a higher. You probably might be dating like a girl,
for a month or two, then it's on to the next. And, date a girl. I'm talking about when you become rich or successful or whatever. It's like you're gonna be dating a girl, then you're not gonna be able to keep her. But when you get rich, it doesn't matter. You pick up a new girl, but but the long term relationships and marriages, it's just like you just got to give up hope on that shit, bro. You know what I mean? Not did I say give up hope on like having kids and shit? Nah. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying for relationships and marriages, for the average man, okay, let's just take the rich man out of the equation, because the rich man, he gonna have resources, so he'll be able to keep females keep females around a little longer. I take that back. I take it back. I take it back. Rich men are gonna be able to keep women around a little longer than average men. Okay, I take that back. I take it back because I'm seeing a lot of relationships and marriages a little bit lasting a little longer with the rich men, just a little longer. Okay, so anyway, man, I gotta end this video. It's getting too long anyway, but I'm saying just give up hope, guys. It's marriages, relationships are done. They finished. That's it. That's all I gotta say, man. Cause I'm just looking at the gloom and doom of it all right now myself. You know. Anyway, man, you guys have a good day. Subscribe, like, comment. I'm out. Donate if you can, bruh. I haven't had any donations in a while. Donate if you can. I'm out.